Littoral Combat Ship, or LCS, is an unfortunate yet all too common example of defense acquisition gone awry. Since the early stages of this program, I've been critical of fundamental LCS shortcomings. And here we are, 15 years later, with an alleged warship that, according to Dr. Gilmore's assessment, can't survive a hostile combat environment and has yet to demonstrate its most important warfighting functions, and a program chosen for affordability that, as the GAO has reported, has doubled in cost with the potential for future overruns. Like so many major programs that preceded it, LCS's failure followed predictably from an inability to define and stabilize requirements, unrealistic initial cost estimates, and unreliable assessments of technical and integration risk, made worse by repeatedly buying ships and mission packages before proving they are effective and can be operated together. Congress then approved funding for LCS. And when the Navy awarded the first LCS construction contract in 2004, it did so without well-defined requirements, a stable design, realistic cost estimates, or a clear understanding of the capability gaps the ship was needed to fill. Taxpayers have paid a heavy price for these mistakes. The LCS was initially expected to cost $220 million per ship, but the cost of each ship has more than doubled to $478 million, and we're not through yet. The LCS's first urgently needed combat capability and mine countermeasures was supposed to be delivered in 2008. That capability is still not operational, nor is it expected to be until 2020, 12 years late. 12 years late. Who's responsible and who's been held accountable?
Sir, let me start with the reference to the $220 million ship. That number that dates back to the 2004-2005 timeframe, everybody here would absolutely agree that was unrealistic. And
no, I would not, because it was testified before this committee that that would be the cost per ship. In retrospect, we see that it was unrealistic, but at the time, this committee and this Congress, which approved it, was on the basis of $220 million per ship. If we had been told it was $478 million and 12 years late for some of the programs, I don't think that this committee and the Congress of the United States would have approved it, Mr. Secretary.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you that the $220 million number was unrealistic.
Why was it unrealistic to tell the Congress of the United States?
Sir, I agree.